North Western Railway's number 3, Sir Henry Fowler, also short known as Henry, and number 12, Emily Wilding Davidson, also short known as Emily, have always been very close together. They first met on the Great Northern Railway, the predecessor of the London and North Eastern Railway, when Henry was freshly built as an experimental prototype hybrid in 1919. They both often were the target of bullies. Emily because she was considered outdated by her time, and Henry because he was a failed mix between an LNER Class A1 and a GNR Class C1. They were always there for each other. Consequently, due to very strong feelings and a tight connection to each other, they fell in love over time. And on April 30th, 1922, they'd be the first ever non-faceless vehicles to be officially recognized married. Sadly, the luck couldn't last forever. Only 2 months after their marriage, the Great Northern Railway's president sold the Henry Fowler to the North Western Railway due to too high expenses and poor performance. He and the Emily Wilding Davidson wouldn't meet again until 1959. The Emily Wilding Davidson, so it was later documented, was quoted saying that it was one of the happiest times of her life to meet Henry again. The Henry Fowler and her were now permanently together again and remain like that to this day. But, like all couples, they also have their small disagreements. Like in the case of Halloween 1959, where the Sir Henry Fowler would tell a true Sudrian ghost story, and the Emily Wilding Davidson showing disrespect to it would have dire consequences. On Halloween evening, Thomas, Emily, Henry, Bill, Ben, and Edward were gathered to tell Halloween ghost stories. They were telling spooky stories, making silly faces, and laughing a lot. The 6 of them surely had a lot of fun. Ooh, spooky ghosts. Too bad none of this is real, huh? Thomas, Henry, and Emily laughed. With those many encounters they already had, they should know better than talking about it not being real, but they found it funny nonetheless. Then it was Henry's turn to tell a story. Henry looked a little bit anxious and concerned, so Edward decided to ask him what was wrong. Henry, you look a little bit upset. Something the matter?
Oh, well, I was thinking about telling a good story. A very dark memory resurfaced. Something I hoped I had forgotten by now.
But this doesn't seem to be the case.
What are you exactly talking about, honey?
Henry just sighed, looking down at his buffers. Well, sweetheart, I tried my best to repress this memory, but here we are. This particularly horrific incident happened on October 31st, 1922. Only a few months, in fact, after I arrived here.
The engine in question was a Great Western Railway 3700 class tender engine, a 440.
He was very familiar built to the preserved 3440, the City of Truro, with the number 3443 being displayed on it. It was named the City of Knapford.
On this fateful evening, they had arranged for him to pull a passenger train. However, they misjudged his pulling capabilities, and the train was too heavy. He was eventually able to get away, though it would have deadly consequences. The run initially went smoothly.
Later investigations determined that the City of Knapford was going at its personal best top speed at around 90 miles an hour.
But when they tried to apply the brakes, they didn't respond. The train was too heavy, and soon the brakes on the City of Knapford had simply melted.
What happened after that was inevitable. What happened next? Was the City of Knapford okay? Henry looked down at his buffers. Edward motioned with his eyes, urging him to continue the story. Sadly, no, Ben. The City of Knapford had plowed into Knapford Station. The impact was so bad that it actually triggered a boiler explosion. All the people in the first 5 coaches died on impact, though luckily many people from the remaining coaches survived. Many of them needed to get psychological treatment. City of Knapford was ruled too damaged to be repaired and was subsequently scrapped. His remaining parts were all cut up by 1923. Many believe that was the end of it, but yet it appears as if City of Knapford does not rest. It has been observed that on October 31st every year, City of Knapford is roaming the rails to relive this horrific night. And by whoever disrespects him, he'll make his message clear.
Henry, I'm so sorry to hear that. I never even had an idea that this had happened here.
Well, you couldn't have. Probably for the better if I keep an eye on you tonight.
Okay, that's really not necessary now. Henry, I appreciate your concerns, and I know you want to protect me. But I can also take care very well of myself.
Emily, listen closely. The City of Knapford isn't a joke. I don't want to feel responsible if something happens to you.
Listen here, it's not like I don't believe you. I totally do. I should know best after the 1895 crash of my brother number 1006. But just because we're married doesn't mean I need you for everything. Tell some more ghost stories if you have to, but I'm done here. I'm tired and had a long day. And Henry, I can manage just fine. Thanks. Good night.
And with that, Emily left Knapford Sheds, heading to Titmouth for a rest. Well, someone has pissed off their sweetheart, I see. Plus, we don't even believe that story.
Oh, how about you just shut up, you rattletrap? But what if something does happen to her? What am I going to do then?
I do not quite know. Now where I do think about it, you maybe really should keep an eye on her for the night. City of Knapford never took too kind to cockiness in life or death. Henry found that to be the best option as well. Since Emily was now fairly tired from the day's events, she instead decided to get some shut-eye. A little more later, out of a sudden, Emily awoke with a start. She could not explain why, but she felt like she is being watched.
Hello? Anybody out there?
No reply came.
Henry, if this is you, cut it off. It isn't funny.
And then out of a sudden,
Who or what are you?
the engine didn't respond. It just kept staring at Emily, its expression literally unreadable. Then it started slowly puffing towards Emily, slowly and horrifying. Emily knew it had no face, but despite this, she kept having the feeling that the spectre was watching her. With each passing second, more and more details became visible. Emily could see now that it was a green 440 tender engine, specifically dark green, and it had the number 3443. Emily couldn't help but thinking that this number read familiar. She couldn't make it quite out yet, but she soon would. Emily squinted, trying to familiarize herself with the engine. Suddenly, she got a big shock. She remembered what this engine was. In his ghost story, Henry also mentioned that the engine looked very familiar to the city of Truro, meaning that what stood in front of Emily was none other than the City of Knapford himself. Emily was now horrified. All she could do was closing her eyes tightly and scream loudly as the City of Knapford's laughter echoed through the shed. Emily? Emily! Emmy, wake up! Emily slowly opened her eyes and found Henry standing in front of her. He had a very concerned expression on his face.
Dear, I saw him. I saw the ghost. I saw the City of Knapford. Please help me.
It's okay, dear. I believe you. And I tried to warn you.
Emily could only silently look down at her buffers, ashamed that she hadn't believed Henry.
I'm sorry, dear.
The big green engine smiled kindly at Emily.
It's fine, my dear.
Tell you what, let's just go somewhere else and spend some time alone. How about that? Emily, still shaken from her encounter, thought for a moment. But then she managed to crack a smile.
You're right. Let's go then.
And with that, the two quietly left to stay somewhere else for the night. Now, with Henry as a company, Emily felt much better again. The two carefully puffed over the turntable and soon left the sheds behind. Only a few minutes later, they'd arrive at their intended destination. A three-berth shed also located in Titmouth. Emily felt much better now. However, she was still slightly shaken. Henry could sense that, so he decided to be a little bit closer to her. This made Emily feel even better. The two looked at each other happily.
Henry, please come a bit closer.
Good like that, or closer?
I need you right by me, please.
Just like when we were young, back on the Northern. I still love you just as much as I did back then.
That is nice to hear. Our marriage back in 1922 was a good idea. Even now, I enjoy every second with you.
And so do I, sweetheart. I love you.
I love you too.
Boo! What the hell? Oh, someone's been quite jumpy. Eh, Ben?
What the hell do you two want?
You two little twits, my wife just had the scare of her lifetime. Oh, a green one sticking up for his wifey, I see. What do you think, Ben? Exactly. Someone's being too scaredy over a simple prank.
As if you know anything, you little twitty pieces of...
Darling, let me handle this real quick. As for you two, I'm sure if you were so brave, you would like to see the City of Knapford. Remember it? The ghost you told us about tonight? Emily has seen him? What he meant to say was, Emily, did you see the City of Knapford? I assure you she did. I also heard you were one of those who didn't believe into it. City of Knapford won't like that. With that, the twins had enough. They shot out as quick as they got in and vanished into the night.
And they scampered off. Well done, sweetheart.
Anything for you, Emmy. Anyways, I'm pretty sure they won't come back so quick. Peace at last. Though I'm pretty sure the twins won't run into the City of Knapford, but it's a good way to scare them. Pretty sure they'll forget about it soon anyway. I suppose what matters is that we two finally have some time alone.
Couldn't have put it any better. Happy Halloween, Henry. I love you.
Happy Halloween to you too, darling. And I love you too. And the two had a very nice Halloween night together. Ever since that day, Emily has been very careful with the subject of ghosts, as you can never know if they're real or not.